Good evening, Bonars. Welcome to episode 19, I believe, and we're now in the year 2025. Um, this is actually the second time I've recorded this. I did it last week, but when I went to post the videos, it transpired that the audio went down. So I did all the recording for this episode, and none of it. It was just blank. So I decided to do it all again because it's not video. It's not like a game where you can just watch it for yourself. Um, I've forgotten a lot of the stuff, so even though I'm going to probably be feigning the information as if I don't know it, a lot of it is going to be just rejogging my memory again. So I'll go through it as if I haven't seen it, and um, well, you'll be seeing it for the first time anyway, so it won't really matter. So let's crack on. I've sorted the shortlist so it's goalkeepers downwards. We'll do it that way. It's deliberate that I don't show everyone. It's deliberate. So like the attackers, you can't really see what teams are at and stuff. It's more exciting, and vice versa. When the next episode, when we're in the year forward, I'll do it strikers down, so we don't know the bottom few. But as are the goalkeepers, it's not that really that interesting. So as you can see, Dr. Chris looks like he's improved, getting better on all the goalkeeping attributes. Let's hope he's kicked on and is number one. It feels like a long time ago because I had the whole Euros and then I did this episode. It's been a long time since I can't really remember what happened this sort of domestic year, 23-24. But he's played a lot more games, but I think he might have been injured or something that year. And he looks like, he's number one. Might have had a little injury that stopped him from playing every game. Yeah, so that explains why he only played 11 games last year, and this explains why he didn't start every game, but he's definitely their number one now. Not sometimes a shirt can be misleading, but he's coming into his own now. I'll wait to look at his landmarks until we get onto other City boys. Let's just check his contract stuff out. He's got a long time to run, so he's now finally nailed down the number one spot, and expect him to be there for till he's 32, and then they'll look to cash in on him, or with a goalkeeper, he'll go to 35 probably as a top flight keeper, and then he could be in the game till he's 39. It's just he's only got 16 caps, but that's probably to do with concentration prep. Hall's a good player. He's already starting to think long term. Not sure what he'll do. Goalkeeping coach. Just follow Novak. He's still buddies with Novak. So that's that. We'll move on to concentration, just because two goalkeepers will take up a lot of the video time, and he's worth a lot. He's at Ipswich now. I think he's changed team. I can't remember again when they've changed team, because I've seen it. I keep repeating myself, but I've seen it, so I'm getting confused when people have moved now and what season they did it. But let's just quickly compare them, because we won't waste too much time on the Ghost. So concentration, definitely better mentally. Physically as a goalkeeper is not really that important other than agility. So it's down to the technicals, and reflex has got two good ones: command of area and reflexes. Communication, flawless. So then they're pretty level. There's not a lot between them. Oops, all the way back. But we'll just move on to John. And he had already moved to Man City. He's wanted by two clubs. He's got a lot of caps for Ireland. Attributes, they've stayed the same as you'd expect now. He's not going to go up and down. So if I was a manager in the game, specifically of the team, Man City, I'd be able to have a little attribute change feature here, which would show any attributes going up and down. But I'm sure John will be able to mention if he's moved or changed much. But City, how long have they played him? Yeah, they've played him a fair bit. He started 11, so he's consistent on the appearances, averaging 20 games with them, which is more than he did at Tottenham bar one season. But again, 11 games, so that's just under a third of the season with the 8 subs. So they've rotated him. They've kept it fresh. I'll have a look, see who City have got on playing right and left back. It's an okay average rating. It's not as many assists or man of the match this year, so it's gone backwards in that regard. But it's interesting to see who's after him. Don't know who he is, and Kurt Zouma is excellent centre back. Not so much of right back, but he's very good in the game. So achievements. City won the Premiership this year. So finally, John getting some big silverware. So John's won everything, I think, now, other than the Champions League and the Club World Championship. So he's got the Europa League, the Super Cup, FA Cup, Capital One, Prem. So well done on that front. Starting to win a lot of stuff. Awards, you can check out the awards there too. He's bought for 20.5. That was a lot. Forgot how cheap Tottenham got him. So I'll let John look at that if he wants to pause it and see what he's done. Go to his profile, see what his thoughts are. See, everyone's starting to. I've just noticed this now. Everyone's starting to think about what they're going to do, their next step. So as you can see, they did rotate him. City. He's cover for both their fullbacks, rotational cover. So similar to what Tottenham were doing, but City just do it better. And Ireland, we'll come on to the international stuff later on, because this is we're 1 year away from the World Cup. So hopefully we're both qualified. It's harder to qualify for the World Cup because you have to win your group. So bear that in mind. And yeah, check out who wants him. Liverpool and Chelsea. So yeah, it would be a dream come true if he goes to Liverpool. Considering I've got him down as one of the teams he supports. Put him QPR 100%, Liverpool 50%. There's like an option when you set up the game to say like number 1 team, number 2, number 3, that type of stuff. So Liverpool number 2. And you'd think if he did go to one of those big 2 teams, he'd stay there then for pretty much see out the contract at the next team. And then it'd be interesting to see where people go in their twilight years. Alright, so we'll go back and typical. The only summer I'm not injured, and it's a non-tournament year. So I've had a third of the games John has, and I started my international career before him. Attributes, I think they're the same. Maybe 1 or 2 have gone down, 1 or 2. But here in Vain, just not going to play that many games because their league's not in the database. So obviously I want to leave here in Vain just for entertainment purposes, but the less games I play, the less likely I'll get injured. So that's one way to look at it. See how many games I played for Ireland this year? I'm not sure I played any. Oh, it's on career stats. What was I doing? 4. I played 4. It's a disappointing average rating. Considering I was always quite good on the ratings front, but the standard was quite low. This is the first time I've played top flight, other than 3 appearances for Madrid. I played 12 appearances for... No, 5 there. So it's quite a lot, but Madrid I'm probably going to be playing with like so many great players that it just masks my average rating because they're winning more often than not. But yeah, I won't spend too much time on my profile now because it's a bit of a waste here in Veen. Just hopefully I get into the World Cup squad, and if I do get into it, I'll probably play because there's so many